Hi, I'm Mike Capizzola from the Investing Channel, and you're watching Pink Diamond, the show where we help you find the diamonds in the rough of the pink sheet and small cap market. This week on Pink Diamond, we're taking a walk down memory lane to revisit a stock we last looked at back in early October 2020. Back then, the second wave of COVID-19 infections was in the offing, but we hadn't had the shot in the arm that news of the development of viable vaccines provided. Despite that, Pink Sheet-listed Enzolytics was very much flavor of the month. The company is in the drug development business and is producing a range of monoclonal antibody treatments to specifically target infectious diseases. These treatments include a compound called ITV1, which has been shown to be effective in the treatment of HIV. Enzolytics has recently signed a licensing agreement for ITV with an undisclosed European pharmaceutical business, which has acquired the distribution rights for the treatment in areas of South and Southeast Asia and Sub-Saharan Africa. In total, the deal is valued at $7 million, and under its terms, Enzolytics will receive $1 million and 50% of the company which owns a pharmaceutical plant in Eastern Europe. That forms part of the assets of the business, which is appraised at a value of $8 million. The transaction, which was announced in early May, bolstered the company's balance sheet, and the mystery European investor also injected an additional $2 million into Enzolytics' preferred shares. At the end of May, Enzolytics announced that it had identified a potential treatment against the HTLV1 virus, which is associated with conditions such as adult T-cell leukemia and myelopathy tropical spastic paraparesis. There are currently no antiviral treatments available for these devastating conditions. More than 20 million people worldwide are infected with the virus. Up to 10% of these will develop debilitating and sometimes deadly diseases as a result. The company has used its proprietary artificial intelligence methodology to identify sites on the body of the HTLV1 virus that can be targeted in the hopes of neutralizing it and rendering it harmless. Enzolytics is in the process of planning to produce monoclonal antibodies to specifically target the virus. The platform and targeted approach that Enzolytics operates means that it could potentially generate a pipeline of such treatments as it identifies what are known as immutable target sites on various viruses. It can then work to create antibodies that specifically target those sites, and successful treatments can be licensed in a similar way to ITV1. As we are still battling with COVID-19, there is a high degree of interest among investors in biotech and drug development stocks, particularly those that are using new technologies and a narrow focus to create new and often groundbreaking treatments. If we needed further proof of this trend, we can find it within our TrackStar IQ data, our proprietary search tracking database. Back in early October 2020, TrackStar recorded 178 requests for information on Enzolytics from 78 individual institutional investors. However, there is now considerably more interest in the stock among Wall Street pros, and TrackStar IQ has identified 952 searches made by 540 professional investors and traders in recent days. The number of searches for the stock has leapt fivefold since October, and the number of interested parties has jumped by 690%. When we looked at the stock last year, the shares were trading at 175 cents. However, they are currently trading at 28.85 cents a share. The stock is up by more than 150% over the last month and by almost 25% in the last week. The stock ran as high as 95 cents in February, and no doubt that has fired Wall Street's imagination as well. After all, if Enzolytics can scale up and replicate its development of specific antibody treatments, then the sky really could be the limit for this stock. That's all we have time for today, but as usual, make sure you do your own due diligence before making any investment decisions. To find out more about our TrackStar IQ data, sign up for our free newsletter at investingchannel.com/Trackstar.